Welcome back to the Tigers Den podcast, y'all. I'm your host, Big C Got Game. Before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Big C Got Game. It was a tough week for our Tigers this week. They took an L, 55-24. They gave up 55 points to Kentucky, who's now ranked number 24 in the nation. As you can see, the breakdown of quarter by quarter. We just could not stop them. The second quarter, the Wildcats put up 24 points to our 7. Devontae Kincaid had a rough week, 21 of 40 for 258 yards, but he threw 4 interceptions. To be fair, one of those interceptions was my fault. I hit the wrong button and tried to force a pass into Clark on a curl route. Going forward, the concern is he is very turnover prone on this game. I don't know what to do. We running the ball great. Martez Carter is carrying the rock 24 times for 102 yards and 2 scores. He balled out this week against a very tough defense, an SEC defense. Kincaid also carried the ball 19 times for 117 yards. We're doing a great job running the ball. My only concern is Kincaid is getting way too many carries, and he's injury prone. So if he gets hit the wrong way, he will miss time. And Hickbottom isn't that great of a mobile quarterback. So that's my concern going forward. Carter is a beast. It's his senior year. I expect big things out of him. And I want him to have high numbers. I want him to be 1,000-yard back before he graduates. The big concern this week was the drop balls. We had 9 drop balls in all, led by Darrell Clark's 4. He's supposed to be our go-to wide receiver, but 4 drops is just unacceptable. It's good to see Davis up there with 5 grabs for 69 yards. The tight end Kigler had 4 grabs for 44 yards. But these two right here are going to be our big downfield targets, Salmon and Route. They're showing they have speed. They can get open down the field, and they are not afraid to go up and get the ball. On defense, our safeties are all over the place. Minder and Bridgewater are the stars of this defense, and so is Christmas. My concern is I have these guys playing. I have Minder returning kicks and punts. Bridgewater is the guy I control. He's all over the field, so he gets tired. And Christmas, he's just not that great at coverage. So my concern going forward is, do I keep Christmas on the field, or do I move one of these safeties down to play like a nickel linebacker or a dime linebacker just to help out in coverage? We had 1 sack on the day. Caleb Wells had a sack and no turnovers. The kicking game was great. Mendez made a 26-yarder and went perfect on extra points. Now we're looking at Kentucky's stats. Johnson had a field day against our defense, 20 of 24 for 262 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also ran for 101 yards. Snell ran for 79 yards and he had 2 scores. He didn't give up a 100-yard receiver, but we also gave up 4 receiving touchdowns. This defense is very young. They're inexperienced, and it makes me nervous going forward, especially this week when we have to take on Auburn. Here's a look at your top 25, and Ohio State moves into the number 1 spot after beating Nebraska. Alabama's 2, Florida State, USC, Penn State, Oklahoma, Washington, Wisconsin, Auburn, and Georgia round out your top 10. Heisman watch. Really nobody yet. This guy, he's a freshman. He's a backup quarterback. But as you can see, J.K. Dobbins put up 29 carries for 165 yards at Nebraska. DeAndre Francois balled out. He had 3 total touchdowns and just under 300 yards of total offense. Josh Adams from Notre Dame, 2 touchdowns, 22 carries, 83 yards against Michigan State. And Jalen Hurts, 4 total touchdowns against Colorado State. They had a shootout with Colorado State and barely pulled it out. Time to take a look at our recruiting board for this week. We had 4 prospects that were on campus this week, so it's interesting to see where we stand with those guys. Willie Hicks, we're still trailing LSU and Notre Dame. It looks like LSU will get him. Charles Brooks, the power back from Arizona, we're barely trailing for him behind Alabama and Notre Dame. John Nichols, we're moving up his board. The JUCO corner would be a day 1 starter if he decided to sign with Grambling. Look at those stats. He's got great coverage and great speed. Julius Lamb was just on campus this week, and we move into the number 1 spot over Southern. Lamb will be another day 1 starter if he decides to come to Grambling. 88 speed, 79 play rec, and decent coverage ability. Brian Smith is a safety that I am extremely interested in. He comes in as a 75 overall. He's got great speed. He can tackle. His coverage ability is a little shaky, but I'm excited for his speed and the fact that he can tackle. Here's a look at the rest of our board. Danny Sanders is a 6'4", 202-pound athlete from Louisiana. He's got decent speed. He can tackle. He's got hit, power, pursuit, man coverage, and zone coverage. He would be an interesting linebacker or a very slow safety. I would probably put him at linebacker and probably redshirt him just to get his tackling ability up. Andre Johnson is a 6-foot wide receiver from Miami, and he's not that bad. I'll probably move him to tight end with his speed at a 75 and his catch. Honestly, I'm not that interested in him. That's why I don't have any points on him right now, because he is very slow. He's 6 foot tall and he has a 75 speed. Will Gibson is another safety from Mississippi that we're highly interested in. 80 speed. He's got great zone coverage. He can tackle. As a freshman, he would definitely see some field, probably more on the special team side than starting. Reggie Pierce, 5'11" corner from Cedar Hill, Texas. Decent speed. I'll say decent speed. Nice man coverage, nice zone coverage, decent press. We're in a battle for him right now. Actually, we can schedule a visit with him right now. We have a nice lead over North Texas. So let's schedule this visit now. Let's have him come in. Let's have him come in against Colorado State, get him in early, and hopefully we can get him signed. We need a quarterback because Kincaid is graduating this year, so we went out and found Ben Smith. He's a Louisiana prospect. 6'5", 213, a big guy, but he has no scrambling ability whatsoever. He's got a strong arm, decent accuracy. He can make it work, but I like to have quarterbacks that can scramble and get outside the pocket. Anthony Williams is a 6'3" guard from Sunset, Florida, and we're in the lead for him right now. He's a great run blocker, terrible at the pass block, so I'd probably put him on the right side. That way he can open up holes for our running backs. Richard Golden is a 6'1", 300-pound center from Louisiana, and we are really interested in him. He's got decent pass block, great run block, and great impact block. I would think he would come in start day one at center. Looking at our offensive line, we've got more. John Easley is a one-star JUCO transfer from Louisiana. One star is kind of harsh because he's got decent blocking skills. He's got great impact block and great strength. If we could get him in, he would probably play on the right side, be honest with you. Chase Brantley, a 6'2", 265 D tackle from Louisiana. He would be a plug-and-play kind of guy. Probably come off the bench. He's got decent block shedding. I would maybe redshirt him his freshman year just to build up the power moves and his finesse moves and his tackling. Mike Adams is another guard that we're looking at. He's a 6'5" prospect from Florida. Decent blocking skills across the board. 74 pass block, 70 run block, 71 impact block. We need depth at our offensive line position. Gerald Cox is another receiver that we're looking at, 5'11", from Louisiana. We're trailing for him right now, but he would come in and play right off the bat. 88 speed, 77 agility. Not that great of a catching stats, but because we are so weak at wide receiver, he would just come in and play right off the bat. James Herron is a 4-star prospect from Texas that we're looking at. We're trailing Notre Dame and a couple other schools for him, but this guy will be another great plug-and-play player. 92 speed. He can cover. He can play wide receiver. Well, I don't know. His catching is kind of terrible. He could play in a running back position. We would love to get him in here, and he would definitely start day one. And finally, Justin Lundy, the 5'11" corner from Alabama. Great speed. Coverage needs some work, but we need depth at the cornerback position, and he would come in and fill a need. So that's our board for right now. We got to start looking ahead for another tough matchup with the Auburn Tigers. And the Tigers this year are led by Jarrett Stidham. This guy is dangerous, y'all. He's a scrambler. He's thrown for 294 yards and 5 touchdowns with 3 interceptions, but the concern is him on the ground. He's carried the ball 34 times for 104 yards and 3 touchdowns, but the main carrier is Cameron Petaway. Oh, man, 65 carries for 434 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his backup, Kerryon Johnson, is still dangerous too. He's a junior, 26 carries, 121 yards, and 1 touchdown. Our rush defense is going to be really tested this week against this team. Passing game, they're not that great. Petaway leads the way with 9 grabs for 87 yards. Nate Craig Myers, a sophomore from Florida, he's got 6 grabs for 58 yards. Eli Stove, another wide receiver with 3 grabs for 107 yards. They don't pass the ball a lot. They are a run-first offense, so that makes me a little nervous. On defense, they're led by Darrell Williams. He leads the team in tackles with 18. Defensive end Jeff Holland is another beast. He's got 17 tackles and 3 sacks. Deshaun Davis, the middle linebacker, he's 5'11", 246 with 17 tackles and a sack and a half. We have to look out for Nick Cole. He's a freshman. He's 6'6", 270, but he's got a sack and a half too. Dontavius Russell is another dangerous pass rusher. And in the secondary, Carlton Davis leads the team with 2 interceptions, followed by Trey Matthews with 1. So that's going to do it, guys, for the Tigers Den podcast. Let me know what you guys think about the face cam. Should I keep it going? Should I go back to the old way of doing stuff? Leave comments down below. And let me know what you guys think about this Auburn game coming up. They're 3-0 and ranked number 9 in the nation. So you already know it's going to be a tough one. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're brand new. Also, follow your boy, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big C Got Game. Come through and show love. Thanks again for all the support, guys. Have a great day. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.